Hey y'all. Hey man, in this video, uh, this dude said a couple interesting things, but what really caught my attention about him is the fact that he really gave up on dating. And I'm about to really show y'all the reason why it's so key for y'all to basically just understand what you want in life. Because let's just be honest, every man want a woman, you know. But when y'all really hear what this motherfucker is really saying, you understand exactly why he is doing bad in relationships. You know what I'm saying? So I understand a lot of y'all are just like this guy. Y'all become undateable. Like, come on, man.
What's up, y'all? I got the glasses on today because I'm your professor today. And I'm more than a professor. I'm a sage. And your local, not so local, sage is here to tell you that a lot of people you go around, especially if you're a young adult, without realizing it or not, center their lives on dating. A lot of people, they go out, every weekend and with the intention of finding somebody to hopefully link up with. They, you know what I'm saying, go to the gym, work out to be more attractive or somebody to date. They read books, they go to cafes. Everybody who's not in a relationship, a lot of them is trying to make themselves marketable to be in a relationship. And I was one of those people. For the longest time, just like every.
Now, before we even get any further, I want y'all to really listen to what this motherfucker is saying. He's looking at the outside world, and he's letting the outside world be a big piece of what determines what he actually does. It has nothing to do with what he wants. It has nothing to do with what he thinks. It has nothing to do with what he believes. Well, it has everything to do with what he believes, but it has nothing to do with what he actually thinks from the core of who he is. Like, he's not coming from a real, authentic thought. You see what I'm saying? So, just watching the continuous of this video, I watched a little bit of it. I watched like 2 minutes of it, damn near. So, you really can see a repetitive thing where this guy basically doesn't value himself.
Everybody else. I know I like to sit up here and talk like I'm somebody that's separate from everybody, and everybody's doing this thing. I'm the weirdo over there in the corner doing whatever. But I'm really similar to a lot of y'all in the sense that a lot of my psyche was based on how could I make myself more appealing to that market? How could I find love? How could I find that one? You know what I'm saying? And the irony was always that every time I did find someone to talk to or even try to date, that shit went horrible for me. My life would go to shit when it involved romance.
And this is why I was telling y'all, like, he does not see himself as worthy. Because you gotta think, bro. What kind of person do you have to be to let somebody affect your entire life from fucking around? Like, just think about that. You have to mean that somebody has always gotten into this man's head. I mean, everybody has always been able to influence this motherfucker. That means somebody has always been able to provoke him. That means somebody has always to be able to push him in the way they want him to go. When he moves like that, y'all gotta realize, bro, the reason why he would even consider moving that way is because he doesn't respect himself. He doesn't truly. You don't respect yourself. You don't love yourself. And the fact that he feels like all those things that other people do for the sake of being attractive, what he gotta realize is this: he's focused on the wrong thing. He focused on the wrong shit. That shit ain't got nothing to do with him. Who gives a fuck if such and such does shit to work out to get women? Who cares? Who cares if what you why do you care? That has nothing to do with you. But it feels better to push things off on the world and say this is why things are than just say that I am the reason why I'm in the situation that I'm in. But that's where it starts. You see, motherfuckers decide to quit and they jack off and they don't talk to women and they move like they scared of women. But the reality of it is that you don't feel like you're worthy of women. If you really take and think about the way you think, the way you see the world, see it's like a intellectual person. Pretty sure he has a lot to actually say. But a lot of what he has to say is influenced by what's going on around him. It's not really about the way he uses his mind. And you gotta really keep that in mind when you're talking to a woman. If she, how I put this, you gonna only talk of things that have no substance. You get what I'm saying? So whenever a woman talk to him, most women, they gonna look at him like he's soft. They gonna look at him like he's a bitch. I'm just keeping it a bean. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they gonna look at him. That's how women are going to look at him. You know what I'm saying? That's how the game
romance. But for years and years and years, even after, it took a couple people for me to realize that trend. You know what I'm saying? Because after that first one, you be like, okay, that was that. Then the second, third, fourth. Then you start to realize, the quality of my life and the quality of my mind plummets every time I'm in this situation.
Because he lets women influence him. This is what y'all gotta realize about women. And I'm not knocking women when I say this. Women do not genuinely love themselves. Think about it. If somebody told this young man that he was a handsome guy, if he had countless of women that wanted to fuck with him, no matter what he say, women looked at him like he was speaking in gold. They talked to him like he's talking in gold, like he's just spitting out gold. Every time he talked, they just come to him. If that was the case, wouldn't you feel like he would be like, I'm the king of the world? Just listen to him. He would feel like, I'm the king of the world. Women love me. Women get that same treatment and they still feel insecure. Just think about that. Just think about that. I just want y'all to like really sit right there and think about, women don't like themselves. So if a woman is influencing you, a man, you are a man. If a woman is influencing you to move around in the world, of course you're not going to like yourself. Dumbass. She's influenced, like you let a woman you let women, this nigga let women disrespect the fuck out of him. I can smell it a mile away. Women disrespect the fuck out of this dog, man. Come on, man.
And yet I crave it. So what solution do I have but to stop craving it? And I'm telling you guys, decentering relationships and becoming undateable has been one of the biggest factors that contribute to my happiness. Now, I'm not saying it's going to relieve depression. I'm not saying it's going to make you happy forever. But like, I hate to get dark on y'all, but I can't even fathom being like suicidal or whatever. Now, like, I'm way too in love with myself now, dog. I let myself say the bad things. I come outside, my hair ain't combed up, and I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I can live in my weirdness. Finally, like, all this time, I was so afraid to live in my weirdness. I was so afraid.
The fact you think you're weird is fucking crazy to me. The fact you think that you're weird is crazy to me. Like, nigga, you obviously nigga, I ain't lying, this nigga is lost. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you watch this video, bro, set up a call, bro. If you watch this video, set up a call, bro. Set up a call. I promise you, dog, I'm gonna get you there to get elite. We need to have a conversation, bro. Cause nigga, you obviously want your haircut. You saying I could go on my hair is not for, but I'm cool. You lying to yourself. Why are you lying to yourself? Like, don't lie to yourself. Get fresh, cause you want to get fresh. Look at where you want to look. If you want to be lazy, nigga, look at yourself and be like, hey, bro, I'm lazy, but I'm cool. I'm looking lazy, but I'm cool. Like, I'm on my lazy time. Like, you ain't even owning your shit. You say you weird. What the fuck are you doing, man?
Afraid to just be who I was. I was so afraid to let people see those sides of me. I was so afraid to let people, see who I was. Because every time I, kind of got into that weird groove or kind of got deep into who people were like, oh, that's kind of strange. Oh, you crazy. Now, hey, man, I'm going to quote that bitch ass nigga again. I'm tripping and I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Somebody today, my homie Larry, shouts out you. Somebody today called me. They called me, oh, bro, you a sick man. You crazy. See, I used to be hearing that type of stuff. And I used to be like, stop calling me that. No, I'm not crazy. I'm not weird. You're just mental. Nah, motherfucker, I love that shit. Now I'm a fucking psychopath. You heard it here from the horse's damn mouth. I am a fucking psychopath, and I love that shit.
You're not, bro.
I love it because that's me. That's me. I got past the point of needing other people's validation because I feel like even if relationships worked out for me, which they wouldn't never have had, because all those times I was chasing that relationship, I was chasing that situation.
You know what's crazy? A lot of y'all be like this nigga, and the moment y'all get a woman, y'all go back to the same way.
I didn't realize it, but I subconsciously began to cover up parts of myself. And then, you get deep into, you get a couple months in, and you notice yourself suddenly like resenting that person because of who you gotta be like 24/7 now. It's like, damn, I didn't even realize I was focusing all my time constructing a fake persona for you that now I'm resentful. I even gotta play that role. I can't even just let loose.
This is so bad. This is so bad. He think this shit normal. This shit not normal. My nigga. This is what you gotta do. And let me tell you something, bro. Because after you hear this, and whoever listening to this, y'all gonna shake back. When I tell y'all this, y'all gonna, you just watch my content, y'all gonna slowly see what I'm saying. This motherfucker don't know himself. Listen, bro. One thing about this. When you know yourself, for real, when you really like have a conversation with yourself and you know every compartment of the way you see the world, the way you see life, and whenever you see something, you immediately know how you feel, you immediately know how you think, and something that could happen, you immediately know how you would feel, you immediately know how you would think. You know yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really know who you are. You don't want to pretend to be someone else because you really genuinely fuck with who you are. And what I'm getting at is this. Knowing what you like and what you don't like is cool, because that's an emotional thing. But knowing why you do what you do, understanding why you like what you like, understanding why, you see the world the way you see it, that's like another ladder. That's another latch of yourself. Like, you got to continue, and you can keep on stacking it. It's unlimited. But when you get to a certain point of view, it's like, nigga, you look at what you are trying to, be what somebody else would like is stupid. It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. Like, the thought of that is stupid. You gonna realize that. But when you don't know who you are, it's hard to see that. It's hard to be around people and speak your mind. It's hard to be around people and express the way you feel. It's hard to be around, it's hard to have a conversation and hear somebody and y'all have a disagreement and be like, you know what, that's what you believe. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do all of that. You going because he's saying, oh, I don't want to see that, but listen to everything that he's saying. He has not changed. He's just running away from it. That's what it is. He's in denial.
And once I let loose, I give off undateable vibes. I give off fucking, oh, this nigga's great. Oh, I can't fuck with this nigga for too long. It was really that Tyler, the Creator song, Darling I off Chromacopia that changed my perspective. Because it was like, I used to be hopeless romantic. I said in the video earlier. And I was like, I want to have relationships and long-term take people serious. But then the whole message of that song was, things change. Nothing stay the same. It reminded me more of my love life. You don't really date somebody. You kind of fuck with them for a little bit. You move on. You fuck with the next person. And then it's just like, you know what? The more I think of it, I can't do anything for a long ass time. Even this channel, I'll be having to take I just came back off 6 or 7 months not posting because some shit I just can't do for a long ass time. And you know what? I'm tired of people painting that as a character.
He don't know why he doing
it. Flaw, because while I'm not doing YouTube,
it's crazy how he always say, I'm not seeking validation, but he always talk about other people.
I'm doing a bunch of these other things. I feel like it adds to the whole story. I feel like I'll be consistent and come on here, do the radio show every damn day when I'm 60 or something, or even 30 or whatever. But I had to accept who I am and where I'm at in life. Like, I accept the fact.
He hasn't accepted it. he hasn't accepted it. He haven't accepted it, bro. If you can't get women, and you can't get what you want, if you can't, you are a fucking loser. You're a loser. You ain't accept that. I ain't hear that come yet. I ain't hear you say that yet.
Like, really, really chasing relationships, I never paid attention to how much my personality didn't line up with that. You know what I'm saying? Getting bored of people. I used to get bored of people. I get bored of people so fast. I cannot talk to the same person day in, day out. I just can't. Maybe it'll change once I get older, but I just can't do that. And I wouldn't let myself recognize that because I didn't love myself enough to see a life outside of, I had to validate myself with relationships. I had to. But then, I don't know if it's maturity or just experience or just saying, fuck it, I realized that I didn't have to. I these days, when I think about myself at 6.
No, nigga, you don't have to, but you want to. You want a woman. You don't have to validate yourself through a woman. You want a woman. You want to fuck a woman. You want to spend time with a woman. You want to feel a woman. You want to talk to a woman. That's okay. But you be doing too much. You lose your respect when talking to women. You know what I'm saying? You feel like, oh, I have to say something to her. You don't. Let her ass be mad. Let her be mad. Oh, she miss you. Cool. Oh, she miss me? She ain't call me. That bitch lying. That bitch don't miss me. Oh, I'm saying, like, you gotta think a little different, my nigga. Like, yo, thinking fucked up, my nigga. Like, anybody who really watching this, y'all gotta really sit down and really like, yes, I'm judging this man. I am. But y'all gotta realize, like, this was what it really takes. I wish I had somebody to tell me this when I was young. Because I used to think like this in a lot of ways. I wish I had somebody to tell me this when I was doing this shit. I wish. Like, if I got, like, because I would be doing the shit I'm doing now when I was 20, 21. I'd have been doing that shit early. I did that. I got started late. I got into the game for real when I was like 22. I was getting women, but I was doing a lot of what he do. And I didn't get the woman I wanted all the time. I got the woman I wanted a couple times, but not a lot, And I was having sex. But it wasn't to the par where I wanted because I still behaved and I still had a lot of tendencies of this young man. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Whatever y'all say, I am
60 and 70. I have no qualms imagining myself alone in some big.
And if y'all get my coaching, I won't go this hard on y'all, but I am gonna give y'all is gonna see what y'all see, what I'm telling y'all, and y'all gonna give y'all the solution too.
House, doing whatever. Like, I have no problems imagining a future alone. Why? Because I'm a huge introvert. I get a lot of my energy from being alone. Do y'all ever see other people in my videos? Where are these other people in the car with us right now? No.
Trying to get validation, right? It's okay. Like, for you to be by yourself is cool. For you to see yourself being by yourself forever, that's cool. That's not a bad thing. But at the end of the day, do you want that? If you don't want that, why do you feel the need to make that like it's a huge deal? Like it's a big deal? See, that's what I don't hear in this young man.
Oh, I love to be alone. And it's like, damn, maybe I'm being nearsighted. Maybe I'm being a little myopic about this, but all we have is the present. And in the present moment, I'm this person who is erratic, who is very sensitive, who is very touchy, and who...
Bro, who says you're sensitive? Who says you're erratic? Who says that you're touchy? Why are you labeling? Why are you putting these labels on yourself?
Who is very, out there, and, I might not respond to you for 3 days, then send you like 30 texts in 1 minute.
What in the absolute fuck? What the fuck? I understand one text, but 30, nigga, that mean nigga, you had a lot on your mind. You had a lot on your mind, my boy. Damn, nigga, the fuck, 30? I understand a long, like a little paragraph. You know, you speak your mind and you done, and go back another 3 days. You know what I'm saying? This nigga sending 30 messages, nigga. Just call her. Call her.
And I accept that. I'm fucking crazy. I love it. I love that. And all that love for that person who I was afraid to really step into. Because motherfuckers is afraid of it now. Motherfuckers is afraid. All you niggas who used to watch me and, you know, be like, oh, you good kid. Nah, motherfucker, I'm a fucking psycho. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna act crazy. I'm gonna be weird. And I'm gonna not edit a goddamn thing because I don't have to. Rewind the video. Name one time I fucking stammer. I'll take a water break right in front of this bitch right now. Now back to the video. I really feel like everybody watching this, whether you realize it or not, if you center your life around finding a partner or something like that, hey, you might have the temperament where that's something that works for you. Me, hell no. Hell no. Every time I've been in a situation, it doesn't matter if I was 17 or if I was 21 or if I was 12, it's always just gone downhill for me. And I really wish I could go back in time and just tell myself, bro, you know that you don't vibe with this. I don't know what you think you're going to gain from this. I don't know what personal validation you're going to think you can gain. I already got the validation. Boom. I could get somebody to be interested in me. I've done that plenty of times. Maybe I had to accumulate those to realize.
This nigga think conversation is interest. Women talk to niggas that they don't like every day. Literally. Especially if they look good. Especially if they look good. She gonna say something to somebody every day. She has options. Every woman has options. It's just options that she don't fucking want. You're that guy, and that's cool. But the reason why you are that guy isn't because of the woman. It's because you don't fuck with yourself. In the real setting, when it's time for you to do you, you don't. You want a woman to fuck with you and you don't fuck with you.
Realize how little that shit meant to me. And I'm just really proud that I could come to this space of self-love and I can accept the reality that I was so scared of. The reality that, oh no, I'm incompatible with people. So the fuck what? It doesn't matter to me anymore. And because it doesn't matter to me anymore, I'm so free. I'm free to be who I want. I go out in public. I have all these crazy ass conversations. Because look, I'm not trying to impress nobody. Like, from the bottom of my heart. It used to be I wasn't trying to impress other, like, peers and friends. I'm not trying to impress nobody. Hey, I'm more impressed by someone who's impressed by my natural state of being. To be honest with you. Instead of, oh, let me go ahead, you know, get all fly. Let me get fly. Let me say all the cool shit you niggas like.
It's the thing, though. It's the thing. He really does not come from himself. He really does think from a third person point of view. Like, he thinks that way. Like, this nigga is like, he needs some help. I can help you out, my boy. This is what I do. But you gotta admit that you fucked up. You gotta admit that. I gotta hear that. If you get coaching from me, I'm gonna make you admit it. That you are fucked up, bro. Don't lie to yourself. Take that mask off to yourself. That's a ladder, bro. That's a long way up. It's a long way up, my nigga. But and the steps don't stop stepping. But you gotta realize, nigga, you are down bad. You down bad. This nigga's down bad, y'all. God.
Like to hear, oh, yeah, man, Kendrick's the GOAT. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, what else do motherfuckers like? You don't even know. 2025 is so damn crazy. You got to match the vibration. That's why I'm damn crazy now. Because
you trying to match some
lo and behold, you can't even pinpoint what people even like. That shit change every day. One day they like Luigi. The next day, Aaron, Pierre. That's Mufasa.
Why the fuck do you care about other people like? Care about what you like. This nigga don't even know what. Care about what you like, bro. That's why I say you worry about your haircut. Oh, I ain't got my haircut. You worry about what you not doing. When you worry about what you're not doing, you're not thinking about what you're doing. Look at what the fuck you doing. Why are you doing this? Look at what you doing.
So the next day, it's this, that, and the third thing. People are so confusing and fragmented. I realized too little too late, or maybe too early, that it's just not worth it trying to impress people. And it's certainly not worth it trying to base your life around being impressive. I'm tired of that. I got tired of people pleasing. Shit, even in the classes and shit, I used to feel like I had to be like, here, professor, calling me. People projected that onto me. Like, I let people take my potential and my mind and my talent and project on me. Oh, you got.
That nigga did that to himself.
To be a number one student, man. I remember when I was like 6 years old.
Let me tell y'all something, bro. Because I know a lot of niggas think like this nigga. If you sitting down and nobody has physically told you these things, you're thinking it. If somebody has told you these things and you don't defend yourself, you're a bitch. Either way, you're a bitch.
My brother was like, oh, who's the smartest person in your class? And I'll be like, oh, such and such. He's like, nah, man, it's you. It's you. And I'm like, and I took it and ran with it. But lo and behold, why the fuck did I ever need to be the best at school when that's not where my purpose even lies? That's not where my soul even lies at. What was wrong with me being the nigga that, you know, I got the good grades, but I be in the cut just drawing? Now I got to raise my hand every time because I feel like I have this need to fulfill this need that you projected onto me.
You projected that shit on yourself. You dumb motherfucker. That's why I say you got to really know what you want. You don't know what you want.
You know, when I realized that I was a truly special person and a truly touched person and that people would see my talents in life and see my potential and try and project things onto me ad nauseum, which is something I realized very recently, I just take it all with a grain of salt, honestly. And the way I am, and the thing about it, I used to not feel human. I used to feel like a fucking alien. I used to feel like some people were in on things I wasn't in on. And now that I let myself be problematic and I piss people off, I don't piss people off on purpose, but I'm not afraid to piss people off. I'm not afraid to do that, not afraid to say the bad thing, and I'll get the truth off my chest and live in it. Oh, hell yeah. You know I'm cutting up. You know I'm acting a motherfucking fool. Now.
You're not.
And I have never felt better emotionally, spiritually, mentally. It's just different. I feel so much more confident now that I don't feel like
Listen, but this is the thing about this, though. Where you are now is not where you always have to be. I do want you to understand that. But you do have to accept where you are to get where you want to be. Like, he everything about what he's saying is about everybody else.
Need to be confident to impress somebody. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. And, you know, some of y'all might be watching this and be like, oh, you know, I think you're interesting. I don't think you say you're undateable. I don't think that. I think that you're perfectly fine. And, hey, I appreciate you, babe. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm just saying that to reclaim my power back because I spent so much of my time in life trying to be, like, dateable, trying to be the ideal candidate. So when I, like, openly reject that, it's a boost. It's a power boost for me. Because I'm telling my old insecure self, bro, you don't need to walk around feeling like you gotta match someone else's expectations. If you walk around feeling like you gotta match someone else's expectations, that's the, like, first class ticket to...
This is somebody that's mentally running away. And I know a lot of y'all wondering, like, oh, man, this dude, like, why you keep saying that? I want y'all to understand what he's doing. What he's doing is he's projecting what he believes the world thinks about him. And he's saying to himself, I don't have to do that. I'm not going to do those things. By him doing that, all he's thinking about is the things that he should not be doing. That he thinks that the world basically looking for a reason to be rebellious. In that sense, what you got to realize is that he's not doing what he wants to do. Listen to the whole video of what he's been saying. It's about the world. It's about the way he sees the world. It's not about the way he sees the world. It's not about the things that he wants to do. It's the things that he believes he's doing for the sake of not listening to everybody else. He's running away. Versus living his life the way he really wants to live it. Doing the things he really wants to do. And he's still doing it. And the reason why I make videos and I make content like this is because I want y'all to realize the realness in it. See, most people, they point out the things that's wrong with the world. But they don't point out the things that's actually happening in their reality. And when you see when you start seeing that that they not point out things in their actual reality, you have this only come down to one thing. Because when they not point out things in their real reality, they're living in a state of delusion. But when they are living in a state of reality, they speak in a way that forcefully either makes you agree with them or disagree with them. And there is no in between. Or you listen to try to understand what the fuck they're saying. He's not doing any of that. Nothing of what he does, nothing of what he says has anything of substance because he doesn't believe in what the fuck he's saying. He knows he sees himself as a weak man. Why? Because he is scared of women. Who the fuck is gonna say, I'm becoming undateable, save my life? Your life? You're scared of women. And a lot of guys are like this. Y'all are bitches. Like when they come down to talking to women, y'all turn into bitches. And there's a lot of things wrong with that, but the reality of it is that when you don't see that you're not getting what you want, you know what I'm saying? And maybe he just want to be a fucking virgin for the rest of his life. I don't know if he a virgin or not. But if he is, he want to be there for the rest of his life, apparently. He want to do that for the rest of his life. He don't really want to have women to fuck. He don't really want to have a family. He don't really want to have a good relationship. He don't really want kids. He don't want any of that. The purpose is this. That's not the fucking case for most of the motherfuckers listening. That's why I always say, be honest with yourself. Get on the call. We gonna see where y'all at, and I'm gonna give y'all the steps to get where y'all want to go. Because a lot of y'all just like this young man. Y'all are just like this young man. Y'all literally just like him. Y'all lie to yourselves. But it's like you have to really think about, okay, do I want a good-looking woman to be submissive to me? Yeah. Do I want to be confident? Yeah. Do I want to live a life that I'm actually fulfilled in? Yeah. The answer is still going to be, in one thing. You have to love, respect, trust, accept yourself so much that you influence your reality. The reality that you want. And sometimes loving yourself is saying, I'm a loser. Loving yourself is saying, I'm not where I want to be. Loving yourself is saying, I've been delusional. That's loving yourself. Because you're speaking the truth about what you see in your reality. You have to do that. You have to get the reality that you want. Most guys, they ain't gonna do that. I want y'all to really sit right here and take this shit in, because a lot of guys live this life. Like, they live this life. They live it. Think about your whole existence where you're living a lie. You're living in something that you don't believe in. And no one has the balls to tell you, bro, You really don't want to get your haircut? Bro, you really don't. You telling me this is your style? And you know what's crazy? Motherfucker get on a game and not even be who they are in real life. They really turn into a completely different person. Motherfucker will go around their friends and act in a way that's completely outside the norm. It's because they need other people to be themselves. They need the environment to be themselves. They can't be themselves and make the environment work for them. But in order for you to get what you want, you have to be the person who can be yourself and get what you want. You can't be yourself and get what you want. You're not becoming undateable. You are undateable. If you acting like this and a woman can tell that you are basically the same as her, why the fuck would she want to fuck with you? Like, just ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. Women don't like themselves until they meet somebody that loves themselves and really reveals to them why they should love themselves. And it only means something from a man who really loves themselves. Because they look good all the time. And the moment somebody tell them they look ugly, they cry. It takes a man. You're not being a man, bro. You're being a bitch. What I'm telling you is stop being a bitch. Say that you fucked up. Say you in a bad position. Say you not where you want to be so you can get there. But what you doing now, you ain't gonna never get there. You ain't gonna never get no woman. You ain't gonna never live the life you want to live. You ain't gonna never be able to make the memories you want to make. Never. Never. 80 years. 90 years. Old man. No kids. No wife. Ain't never get no pussy. I've seen it. I witnessed 50-year-olds say, hey man, I had my wife, man, she cheated on me. You ain't got no woman that love you for you because you don't love you for you. You want motherfuckers to feel bad for you. Nigga, you are a bitch. You are a bitch. Oh yeah, this is what nigga, you don't even believe what the fuck you saying, man. You are a bitch. I ain't gonna lie, like, I've had guys who do what they gotta do to improve, but I never, like, guys that's like this, you gotta realize, bro, you at the bottom of the food chain. You're at the bottom. You're under the barrel. You're literally the shit under the barrel. And you are expecting motherfuckers to feel bad for you? Nigga, nobody gives a fuck. You know what's crazy? Motherfuckers would be like, man, that nigga weird as hell. Laugh at you and forget about you. This nigga just a little weirdo. And forget about you. And you thinking, you know what? You know, they're projecting on me. No, nigga, that's the way you see yourself. That's the way you see yourself. Me personally, I might be a little nerdy. You know what I'm saying? I might be a little corny. I might got corny jokes. And I be like, man, that shit was a little corny. And I'm cool with that. You're saying I'm weird, and you're like, it's not even like, you're not really even pointing out the things that are actually weird about you. You're just saying, I'm just weird. No, nigga, you don't like yourself. That's the weird part, nigga. That's the weird part. Hey, man, get your shit together, bro. Like, get with me. Niggas who like this, get with me. I'm telling y'all.
Depression, loneliness, and I lived in that far too long. It came to a point where I had to choose me. No matter what. At the end of the day, no matter what I thought I wanted when I got it, I was still there, depressed and lonely.
That nigga choosing what he think he shouldn't be.
Only, and now that I chose me, shit, can't nobody tell me shit, man. Like, I'll take some advice. I'll take it if it resonates. But I've realized in life, man, can't nobody tell me shit. And anytime I've really gotten ahead, anytime I've really gotten a leg up, I was taking my own advice. Mostly, I was following my intuition. I was being true to myself. And now that me as a person is living in that, shit.
But you can't be true to yourself while you with a woman.
That's the...
He think it's the women. He blaming women. This nigga a bitch.
Niggas want to talk about the shift. Niggas want to talk about vibration. Niggas want to talk about 2025. It's the shift. That's the real shift.
That nigga's a
You got to accept yourself no matter how terrible and bad inside you might think you are. Don't go outside killing and raping people. That's not cool. But shit, if you wanna be a motherfucking somebody that's excessively into botany. I don't know why that's what came to mind, but go and do that. Whatever is weird about you, whatever is strange about you, go and live that to the fullest and show these punk.
Why?
Ass motherfuckers what it is.
That nigga, that bitch venting, man. Alright, bro. Hope y'all enjoyed the content, man. Man, I say what I had to say about Young Boy. He gonna figure it out. Get with me, man. I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all, bro. Peace.